the streets, haters in the feet, rolling with the bunches when they come around.
Welcome to Decipher The Cypher. I am your host, #HammerGuy. Today we head back to the Bay Area, this time to Oakland, California. We have a seasoned artist who goes by the name of Yogy, an acronym for You Only Got Yourself. He also has a ton of singles released, as well as a new project that's going to be dropping next month. You might have recognized this song, Same You, from the video A Baller's Nightmare. This video got over 1 million views over social media and features such a motivational artist. I'll tell you what, this song is definitely in my workout playlist. Now if you'd like to watch that video, the link is in the description below.
This my late night, early mornings on my shit. On my shit. This my late night, early mornings on my shit. On my shit. New city by the morning, by the hour went to sleep. I need to cease to give me leg room. Last night's wristbands probably take the shit from my section to the bedroom. Once you see it high, see it naked pictures in the DM, this shit get to your head too. I'm sure they notice how we out here living loaded. Niggas told me just always give them the same yo.
Today we got a song for you guys called Hooligan. It's the title track off of his EP 88 Hooligan, which was released in 2014.
I done been through it all. Niggas can't tell me shit. Niggas can't tell me shit. Out here on my own, ain't nothing y'all help me get. Ain't nothing y'all help me get. I'm a motherfucking hooligan. Hooligan. I'm a motherfucking
Now Yogy is definitely a descriptive artist. Whenever he raps, you can visualize everything that he's saying.
I seen dirt broke, nigga from the first rope. All a nigga on was a little bit of hope. I done seen shoulders quickly turn colder. You see these women colored, you give them enough rope. Now I promise to be honest, never said I'd be modest. Seeing my pops locked and denim blue at the bottom. Walking to grade school, hoping I'm not shot by the end of the block. Sleeping through sound of a chop. I done been through it all.
Yogy explains that these bars are a representation of what life is like for kids in the inner city. He grew up like many young men who had a father in prison and a mother trying to provide everything she could for herself and her son. And from a young man's perspective, Yogy had to survive the struggles, temptations, and overall lifestyle that was going on outside of his doorstep. He sees himself as a representation of inner city culture, but he views things from a different perspective than most people would have in that lifestyle. Overall, he understands that he's poetically telling a story. His story just so happens to rhyme.
For all the youngest making something out of nothing, headed out of town with a couple pounds and they love it. They applaud it cause we up and when we down with they lovers. Never trust them, keep the pistol on the dresser by the rubbers. Keep a burner for all niggas undercover, trying to steer clear of meeting the reaper or the judges. Only thing I feared was going back to time, seeing roaches in the crib. Mama crying tears till it puddle. Arrogant as fuck for the time, haters counted out the kid, yo, from the jump. Like bringing real looks to my city ain't enough. All these hoes I forgot, fucking niggas on the cusp. And they wonder why we heartless. Conversations of money, only numbers in my call list. My niggas living lawless, all they loving is ballin'. You let these niggas tell you swear they working with Spalding. Hooligans what they called it.
Now these bars personally explain the story to me. It's the story of the classic example of people claiming to be with you since day one, but only are there because your success is growing. But you know personally that they weren't there from the jump and they just fade away whenever you take your foot off the gas. But then as soon as you catch fire again, here they are. What I believe Yogy's trying to say in this is that you have to stay in your own lane and trust yourself the most. Because these leeches out here are ruthless. They don't care. They'll suck your blood until you are completely dry. So focus on yourself and don't let anyone else get in your head too much, whether that be with praise or with hate. Now Yogy's definitely a seasoned veteran in the rap game with over a decade of experience. He's performed over hundreds of shows, including South by Southwest, and continues to drop new and original music.
The midnight standing in the couches, all these bitches in their picture ready outfits. Ace bottles just to let them know we out here. Just a step inside the building, they announce it. Just a pretty young teen, come and twerk some. Spend your time with a real when you learn something. We can jump out the drop, we saucing. We stuck cause they hate us regardless.
So if you would like to know when he's going to be performing next or when new music's going to be dropped, make sure you guys go follow him on social media. Links to all that stuff will be down in the description below. Also, don't forget to fly over to my Instagram page at juicebox16 to see who I'll be featuring next. This is #HammerGuy signing out. Deuces!
Everybody takes the easy way out, you know what I'm saying? If it's something they have to think about, they don't ever really give it a chance. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of good music out there. If you just sit and listen to it, they'll just listen to the hook and the beat, get they drink and they smoke and they dance on, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But there's more to life than just that.